Archangel Michael says, your heart is not ready for this truth, but it must be known. This message has traveled through pain, tears, and the unseen hands of a soul who loved you beyond the edge of life. They have crossed over, but their voice refused to stay silent, and it has finally reached you. In the silence of one night, they cried so much it moved the heavens. The moment they realized they could no longer reach you physically, they pleaded with divine forces to leave behind one last truth. This isn't a coincidence. You are seeing this because it was written to reach you when you were alone. A light went out on earth, but a flame was born in the unseen realm. This person you loved did not go quietly. They left behind a piece of themselves just for you. You may have felt their presence, or noticed odd things happening around you. This was their signal. Archangel Michael says, the veil between your world and theirs opened only once, to send this to you. They had something they never told you, and they begged the divine not to let you leave this earth without knowing it. Now, the time has come. You will never be the same after reading this. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They wanted you to know that you were their reason to live during their darkest hours. Every time they smiled at you, it was covering pain they didn't want you to carry. But now that they are gone, they've chosen to give you the weight of truth rather than the numbness of secrets. There's something they saw about your future that frightened them. That's why they kept pushing you toward safety, love, and clarity, even when they didn't explain why. They saw darkness coming near you and pleaded with higher realms to step in. You've been protected for years without realizing who was behind it. It wasn't just angels, it was them. Their soul walked beside you long before you knew they were saying goodbye. Their final wish was this message to be unlocked the moment you were spiritually strong enough to receive it. This isn't just a message. This is a final act of love written in eternity. They saw your tears, your breakdowns, the nights you nearly gave up. And now, they whisper this truth with urgency, because the window is closing soon. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They confessed that they always feared you would forget them. But even more than that, they feared you'd never forgive them for the things they couldn't say. This is not your imagination. Their energy is present now, closer than your own heartbeat. A letter was written, but it was never delivered. They begged someone close to hand it to you after they passed, but that person hid it. Out of jealousy, guilt, or fear, only heaven knows, but the truth was delayed until now. Every time you felt lost and reached for the sky, they were the one touching your soul from the beyond. You weren't supposed to carry this pain forever. That's why this message is arriving, because it is time to break the invisible chain that kept you grieving. There's something you were meant to become, but you paused because of their absence. They've been screaming silently from the other side, hoping you'd keep going, keep fighting, keep glowing. Now, they've been granted the chance to speak just once through this divine channel. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Archangel Michael says, this person who passed loved you more than you ever truly realized. They saw parts of your soul that even you were afraid to explore. They saw your power, and it scared them because they knew how the world could try to destroy it. Before they left, they made a vow to return to you in spirit. The feeling of someone watching you at 3 a.m.? That was them, making sure you were still breathing. The sudden calm in your storm? Their soul walked into your pain and absorbed it silently. There's a spiritual gift being transferred through this message. They are passing to you what they could not carry anymore: a vision, a voice, a fire. You've inherited something divine, and this message activates it. There is a location they visited before they died, and they left a sign for you there. It could be a feather, a word carved in wood, or a flower near water. Watch for it. They said once you see it, your real life will begin again. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They never wanted to leave you in pain. But if they stayed, you would have never grown the wings that are now forming in your spirit. They left not to break you, but to remake you into someone who could lead others through darkness. There's someone around you right now who reminds you of them. That's not by chance, it's them channeling through others, still guiding, still reaching. When you hear that song playing randomly or feel chills without cold, pause. They are there. This soul has spoken your name in heaven, defending you from attacks you never even saw coming. When people tried to curse you, they stood in the way. When you fell, they whispered strength into your spirit and you rose without knowing why. Someone betrayed you before they died, and they tried to fix it but ran out of time. They cried for you even in their last days. Now, they want you to release the resentment and take the healing they've fought to send you. Type Amen to get blessing 818. A hidden journal or voice recording exists somewhere with their final thoughts. It is not lost forever, it will be uncovered in divine timing. When it comes to you, it will shake your soul and answer every question you've kept locked inside. They said your name with their last breath. And even now, they haven't stopped. They're still calling you from the space where love never dies. You are their legacy, their unfinished song, and the one they believed would break generational chains. Someone else tried to take credit for something they gave you. But heaven will restore your name, and the truth will shine in front of all who doubted you. This soul is working to make sure your honor is restored in full light. They begged heaven to give you one more sign before the next full moon. It will come through a child's voice, a flickering light, or a broken mirror repairing itself in vision. Do not ignore it, your healing is hidden inside that sacred moment. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Archangel Michael says, what they couldn't say then, they are saying now. They ask you not to waste your life grieving, but to rise like the storm they knew you were. You were never meant to shrink after their passing, you were meant to transform. The dream that keeps repeating? That's the message they couldn't write. The silence that feels heavy sometimes? That's them pulling you into remembrance. When you laugh again, they laugh with you from a distance unseen but deeply felt. They warned that someone is pretending to support you but secretly tried to block this message. This person once smiled in your presence but carried envy toward your connection. They will soon be revealed and removed by divine order. You must be careful now, this message was intercepted once before. But now, it has reached you with full power, and nothing can block it anymore. Keep it close. It is more than words, it is a soul's final release into your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. They saw your future glowing so brightly, it nearly blinded them. They feared the world would try to dim you, so they asked for divine assistance. You are covered in protection that even you haven't fully activated yet, but it begins now. They once tried to write a letter that started with, "I'm sorry." It was burned, torn, or lost, but the message never died. They whisper it now, "I'm sorry I couldn't stay, but I never left you. You are not alone. Every step you take, you are being followed by their light. Every tear you cry, it becomes a river they travel to get closer to your soul. You are their home even in death. They left the world, but their energy was reborn in your purpose. If you listen carefully, they're guiding your next step, because your biggest breakthrough is near. Type Amen to get blessing 1221. They said to tell you this exactly, you were the only person who ever truly saw me. No matter what others thought of them, your belief gave them strength. Now they are returning that strength, wrapped in divine clarity, into your future. You will soon meet someone who carries a piece of their energy. It may be a stranger, a child, or an elder, but the way they speak will shake your spirit. That person will unlock the part of you that's been waiting in silence. Their final wish is for you to live with no more fear. They don't want you just surviving, they want you to rise, to shine, to roar again. Your sadness is valid, but it must become fuel for the fire they planted in you. This message is sacred. It has been protected by Archangel Michael and delivered by divine instruction. You were not meant to miss this. You were meant to awaken. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You were chosen for this exact moment. The energy of the one you lost has been pushing you toward this revelation for a long time. Their passing was not the end, it was the beginning of your real transformation. They want you to know that nothing in your life has been random. Even the people who left you, the betrayals, the closed doors, all of it was designed to reveal your strength. They saw what others didn't, and they swore to protect your name from the other side. Someone is still hiding the truth about their final days. They didn't want you to carry guilt, so they kept silent. But they left a hidden signal, a look, a symbol, a sound, and it's starting to resurface now. They always believed that you would find this message at the exact right hour. Not too early, not too late, just when you were ready to awaken the divine part of you. They are now standing beside you in spirit, as your silent protector through every storm ahead. Type Amen to get blessing 373. They have asked the angels to bring you dreams filled with guidance. When you sleep, they walk through your visions to place signs directly into your mind. Watch for the colors, the names, the whispers, they are pieces of their final roadmap for you. You may hear their voice again soon. It might not be clear at first, but it will echo at the edge of your soul, wrapped in peace. You will know it's them, because your heart will feel both broken and healed at the same time. They've asked for your life to be filled with purpose now. Not survival. Not regret. Not silence. But divine fire and unshakable joy. You are not just living, you are now carrying their mission too. Someone once mocked your pain, not realizing the depth of your grief. But heaven saw. Your loved one saw. And now, justice will begin to unfold, quietly but clearly. You will be honored for what you endured in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 646. There's a location where they once went alone, just to pray for you. They whispered your name in that sacred place, and that energy still lingers there. You may be called to visit it, or the same feeling will come to you through divine encounter. They never expected you to be perfect. They just wanted you to keep going. Every time you stood up after being broken, they smiled from the other side. They saw every victory you didn't even know you had. There are tears falling from heaven now because this message has finally reached you. It took years, spiritual battles, and the alignment of divine timing to make this moment happen. Now that it has, nothing will be the same for you again. They saw what was ahead for you, and it terrified them. Not because you would fail, but because your light was so big, it could attract dangerous eyes. That's why they begged Archangel Michael to protect you, and he has been fighting silently on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 505. There's a box or container with their old items that holds more than memories. There's energy sealed into it, and the moment you open it again, you'll feel a shift in your spirit. Their energy is alive in the physical, still trying to reach you in the most unexpected ways. They've appeared in another person's dream recently, asking that this message be shown to you. You may not know that person well, but they will carry a strange sense of familiarity. That's your confirmation that the message continues to move beyond logic and time. Your name is still being spoken in realms you cannot yet see. And every time it is, blessings begin to align themselves in your favor. They've asked for specific gifts to reach you soon, unexpected breakthroughs and divine protection. They saw someone was about to take something from you. Before they passed, they prayed for an invisible wall to be placed around your blessings. That wall is what saved you more than once without your knowledge. Type Amen to get blessing 838. Archangel Michael says, the reason you've been feeling chills, pressure on your shoulders, or a ringing in your ear, it's them. They're still trying to make you feel less alone, even in moments where the world goes quiet. They never left you. They just transformed their way of loving you. You've been chosen now to carry their story forward. That doesn't mean repeating the pain. It means walking with power, knowing you're guided. They want your voice, your eyes, your hands to build something sacred in their memory. There's a person they forgave before they passed, but they don't want you to trust that person blindly. Be cautious. Not everyone who comes in peace walks in light. They are warning you gently from beyond to keep your eyes open. Someone is being sent into your life now as a helper. This new person will speak with gentleness but carry wisdom far beyond their years. They are heaven-sent, and your lost loved one chose them to be your earthly guide. Type Amen to get blessing 414. They said this clearly, tell them I never stopped loving them, not even for 1 second. Whatever mistakes were made, whatever went unsaid, it's been washed away in light. Now, all they ask is that you let go of the guilt, and pick up the torch they left for you. A major change is coming to your life within 9 days. It will seem small at first, a text, a call, a strange meeting. But it will open a path meant only for you. They are orchestrating it from above to lead you closer to your soul's purpose. You've cried in silence, thinking no one sees. But they did. Every tear you cried summoned their presence closer to you, more than you ever knew. They stand at the edge of your shadow, guarding what you love. They said not to fear the future. Because the future holds the answers they couldn't give you before they left. And each day you move forward, you're walking into the light they carved out for you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This message will follow you even after you close your eyes tonight. It will echo in your dreams, nudge your heart during quiet moments, and remind you, you were never alone. The love that was once human has become divine now, and it will never leave your side. They've arranged for someone to finally tell you the truth. The words you were denied while they were alive are coming, soon, from a new voice. When it happens, you'll feel chills, and you'll know it was their doing. There will be a shift in your body and your spirit. A moment when you suddenly feel lighter, freer, and more alive than you have in years. That moment will mark their full transition, and your rise into your destined path. This message was not written, it was requested by the one who passed, and heaven granted it. You have now received what others will never understand unless they were chosen to. Now it's time to live the way they always wanted you to, bravely, fully, and free. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You will begin to feel different after this moment, subtle at first, but undeniable. You may wake up and feel their energy in your room, smell their scent, or feel a breeze with no wind. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation they are near and responding to your soul's opening. They said clearly, tell them not to cry when they see signs of me. I am not gone, I am transforming everything around them. Even your struggles, your delays, your confusion, all of it is being realigned now by their request. You may feel like your life paused when they left, but it's about to speed forward with divine purpose. There's a family member who knows more than they're saying. They were entrusted with a truth that never reached you. But the veil is thinning, and soon this secret will crack open in front of your very eyes. The clock you glanced at repeatedly? That repeating number? That strange dream that won't leave you? That's all from them. They are not haunting you. They are holding you, tighter than ever, through this transition. Type Amen to get blessing 1199. Archangel Michael says, not everyone will understand why you're suddenly changing. You will begin to walk differently, speak differently, and see differently because your spiritual sight is opening. That's because you've been chosen to carry light that only their departure could awaken within you. They want you to visit a place they once loved. Even if you never went there. With them, your presence there will unlock something, an old memory, a tear, or a new vision. You will walk in their footsteps and feel their energy wrapped around you like a protective flame. They said, I am not finished with you. I will never be finished loving you. They will come again in dreams, in whispers, in sudden waves of emotion. Don't resist it, feel it. Let it bring healing instead of pain. They know you've been surrounded by people who do not value your depth. They know you've felt like you were speaking into empty rooms. That's why they are bringing soul-aligned people into your path. Watch for them in the coming days. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You were not meant to carry this sadness forever. They want you to start walking in joy again, to smile without guilt, and to trust that life can be beautiful even after death. Because death did not win. Love did. They once asked God to delay their passing, just so they could hold you one more time. But heaven told them their purpose was shifting. Now their hands build blessings instead of holding regrets. Their energy is now embedded in your courage. You'll notice you can speak louder, stand taller, and love deeper because they are woven into your spirit. That was their gift to you, an eternal voice inside your soul. Someone close to you still doesn't know how deeply this person loved you. They underestimated the connection. But soon, they will see. A moment will come when your glow will expose the truth of everything. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They are preparing something for you in the unseen realm. It is not a gift wrapped in paper, it's a spiritual inheritance, a restoration, a sacred promise. When it arrives, you'll know. It will feel like breathing for the first time after drowning. They said to tell you this: don't carry my pain. Carry my peace. They want their memory to fuel your success, not your sorrow. They want their love to be your wings, not your chain. They heard you when you spoke to the night sky. They saw the letters you wrote and never sent. Every emotion you hid from the world, they felt it in their new realm and responded by asking heaven for one chance to reach you. And now that they have, the balance will shift. Things that were delayed will begin moving. Things that were broken will begin mending, because the energy of their love is no longer trapped. Type Amen to get blessing 366. You may start dreaming again, differently than before. These dreams will carry colors you've never seen, languages you've never spoken, and places your feet haven't touched, but your spirit remembers. That's because your soul is now linked to a divine message too powerful to be contained in one world. A divine appointment is coming, one where you will meet someone who holds the final clue. It may seem random at first, but when they speak, a rush of truth will overwhelm you. You'll know, this was not just a meeting, it was written by the soul who left. They asked for your joy to return before the end of this season. Not next year, not someday, now. Because when your joy rises, their spirit rises with it. The sorrow you feel is real, but it is no longer meant to define you. You are not the person who was left behind. You are the person chosen to move forward with sacred strength. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There is a day coming, very soon, when all the pain will make sense. You will look back not with grief, but with divine understanding. Because the one who passed didn't vanish, they ascended, and now you will too. This message is sealed with divine fire. It cannot be revoked. It cannot be denied. It was meant only for your eyes and heart in this exact moment. They said to remind you, you still have a purpose. You still have more to live for. So don't hide anymore. Stand up. Speak. Shine. Their love is your light. The time of spiritual silence is over. This message is the final confirmation: they are near, they are proud, and they will never let you fall alone. The next door you walk through will be covered in their blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 330.